All right, here we go. We got some cool comic book stuff for you right here. A big grouping of comic books. I believe there are 11. Am I right on that? Yes, 11 in this stack. And I'm going to show you the condition. Now, all of these have a little bit of writing on the front. They've got Cliff and Barb, I believe. So that's part of their pedigree, let's just call it. We'll show you the front cover, the back cover. I'll shine the light on it. We'll give the old wiggle jiggle with the light so you can really get an eye full of any kind of nooks and crannies, any kind of tears, rips, folds, creases, dents, bruises, etc. And then I'll show you a couple of the interior pages, just so you know what you're getting. If you were here in the catalog or in the gallery with us, you would certainly want to look these over, make sure that you know what you're getting, and so that's why we are giving you the next best thing right here. So we'll show you again the front, the back. This is Richie Rich, number 103 from March of 1973. And I do want to point out, yeah, you can see those right there. Those issues on that front cover, unfortunately. But I just want you to be aware of it. And then a couple of the interiors. This one is from 1971, so a little over 50 years old. As we move on to Underdog from Charlton Comics. Again, part of the Cliff pedigree. Back cover not looking too bad. Obviously some writing on the front cover. But it makes a fun little way for you to pick up a whole bunch of books, really enjoy them, relive your childhood days of sitting with this, with the flashlight under the covers, enjoying the heck out of some Charlton Underdog. This one goes all the way back to 1970. As does this one right here. This one goes further back to 1967. This is Classics Junior, and it's the Three Little Pigs. Everybody's a big fan of those classics, the illustrated classics pieces, taking old stories and reworking them, mainly for the kids and young adult readers. Obviously, this one's for a little bit younger. This is from the Bonnie and Cliff pedigree. As you can see, they have their names written on the front. Pretty, a little bit of writing here as they finished up the windmill. Pretty common back then in the day for kids to write their name on the comic books, so older brother, younger brother wouldn't steal it from them, so kids at school wouldn't take it, etc. I like it because, to me, that's part of the provenance. Some of you collectors out there may not, and I fully understand that. That's why we try to show you everything that we possibly can right here. This is from Disney, under the Western imprint, Gold Key. This is 101 Dalmatians. This is from right around 1970 or so. And then we got another Classics Junior, Illustrated Classics Junior. This is the Enchanted Deer. Some more writing at the top there, as you can see. Apart from that, most of these books are in pretty good shape. You're going to have a little bit of spine wear and stuff like that, but I don't see any big pieces missing. I don't see any rips or tears in a lot of these. One or two have some what I'm going to call amateur restoration to the inside cover. I don't know if it's this lot or the next one, and you will see some of this right here, but that's what it was for. That's what it was for. It was to play with, kind of like not a workbook, but a playbook. We got some Richie Rich from Harvey Comics. This is number 99 from November of 1970. I'll show you the back cover there as well. Show you a couple of the interiors so you know what's going on. You can see some writing on the inside cover as well. Before we move on to this next one, the Gold Key, ScoobyDoo number 1. ScoobyDoo, where are you? Well, here he is. This is from March of 1970. You got everybody on there except, where's Velma? Velma on there? She in the book? Oh yeah, I see her in the book. Guess she just doesn't make the cover. Couple issues here and there, but otherwise pretty good comic. Moving on to some Harvey Little Lada. This is from November of 1970. It is number 93. Again, part of that Cliff pedigree. Flip it over on the back. And Bonnie as well. So it makes me wonder who owned it first. Was it Cliff's and then Bonnie inherited these, or vice versa? Who knows? Moving on to some Heckle and Jekyll, also from Gold Key, Dell Comics, Western Publications. This is number 7 from March of 1970. Show you some of the interiors right there. And then we've got one more last Gold Key comic book for you. This is Disney's Scamp, number 3, also from around 1970. These are rough estimates on these. It was tough to tell with some of these older Gold Keys. You never quite knew. So we're taking our consignor's word for it. There's some databases that will tell you which reprint